the structure is light of Rasulullah, and only one part is the element, the finger. This is our finger and belief. And these 25 people want to make fun of them. Then they told them, what you have as evidence for what you are saying, give us evidence. There is no evidence for something to be believed, unless Rasulullah will offer for the awliya for them to do miracles. For the next one, he won't say, but that's what is to do. Rasulullah not allowing miracles, not like other awliya of 40 ways, like Adil, Rufa'i, Rijali, Shishti, or Ilazil. We have, but you can make miracles even. But for the Naqshbandi line, no permission. So this say now, what was the thing? Never in his life made any miracle. While all others are Sahaba, all miracles. And Rasulullah preventing one shade of Naqshbandi, unless there is more than 7 to convert to Islam. Then he will be left. And they are 25 too. They will enter into Islam, converted, and all them behind them, how many people Christian behind them, they will convert to Islam. And so Rasulullah allowed everyone to learn, give them permission to do it. Because why would you do the evidence? What is the evidence? Stand by my side. Lead the church. And so they get up from the church and they stand by the side of the Shah al-Nashwan. And the Shah al-Nashwan was addressing every chair by chair, saying, oh, whom Allah sent you to be rahmatan lil alamin. Appear from the chair. And then the chair was totally finished, nothing, only like what we call dust, timber, and Rasulullah like that. The second chair, third chair, 25 Rasulullah in front of the tree, and only dust remains of timber under every chair. Then our assembly shocked, unconscious from the light of it. Until 2, 3, 4 hours, we began to say, and going to again they were conscious coming again. No need to stop them. By themselves they were saying, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And they used to be good beliefs and followers to Shaykh Nazim Effendi with all their people and behind them. They convert all the Christians in that city, all Muslims, by this method. So we found that everything, 9 of 10 of it, light of Rasulullah, and 1, the element, justice of the thing. And like this, Allah created everything from the light of Rasulullah, mainly existing by light of Rasulullah. If you take out the light of Rasulullah, only remain the light of Rasulullah. Only light of the element. This thing built up. Because he is the only one that Allah created him from the remainder of the life and element of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When Allah Almighty created Rasulullah and made his to appear his light in the divine presence of Allah Almighty, from that light Allah created Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, light of Rasulullah. And so this was the one who is Rasulullah has to be in familiarity with him on between all Sahaba. He is the mazhar, the appearance of uns for Rasulullah. No one else of the Sahaba was an appearance of uns to Rasulullah except for Muhammad, because he rammed his element, rammed his life. As all the grand sheikhs and successors, ram also they are the appearance of the light of Sayyidina Abu Bakr created, and all Maurice following, taking bay'at with them. Allah created them in every period of time from the grand sheikh who is responsible for them at this period of time. For example, now Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. So all the Naqshbandi, Maurice, now all of them, Allah created them from the remainder of the ocean of light which Mawlana Shaykh Nazim created from him. And his light is created from the remainder of the light of Sayyidina Abu Bakr. And all the Mu'in from his life. Time of the Grand Shaykh, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and all Mu'in from the light of Grand Shaykh. And like this, still all of them, they will be swimming in the ocean of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, the deep ocean of light. Then Sayyidina Abu Bakr speak also will disappear in the ocean of light of Sayyidina Muhammad. And also then Rasulullah will disappear in the ocean of light of Allah. Allah saying, I am Allah Almighty, the light of heaven and earth. Which means, I am the light of heaven and earth, and I am the light of everyone, heavens and earth, because we are heavenly creation, earthly creation. Our soul and the spiritual body, heavenly. Heaven. Allah is the light of them. And our physical body, earthly. Is earth, and Allah is the light of them. And for this we say, I am the light of heaven and earth. Everyone, in everyone, Allah Almighty is the light of the heaven, spiritual side, body and soul, and the earthly side, physical body, and what contains also Allah is the light of them. And for this Allah Almighty says, I am the light of earth and earth, and I am the one carrying you in your heavens and earth. I am carrying you in the ocean. Yes. I am carrying you in the ocean and on earth. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ وَحَمَلْنَاهُمْ. أنا them and I am carrying them. Allah Almighty light Himself. I am carrying them. في البر والبحر, in the earth and in ocean. Ocean means heaven. They are heavenly stations. Soul, spiritual bodies, and the earth, on earth, al-bar, the earth, means physical body, what it contains. The seven bodies, which relate to the seven entities, as the soul, there are seven realities, seven bodies, spiritual bodies relate to the soul, for the seven bodies. Heaven is represented by one of the bodies, spiritual bodies related to the soul, to the heavenly body. And so this everyone who has seven heavenly bodies and seven physical bodies. Seven heavenly bodies related to the heaven, and relate to the soul and the spirituality, and the seven earthly bodies, physical bodies. Sometimes they bring from China a kind of a toy which one inside like a couple, but one inside one inside the other, the same inside, one inside the other, one inside, seven bodies inside each other, and the same they have, so seven heavenly bodies inside each other.
construction of the human being, the creation of the human being, the whole thing is very complex. Yes, it says one of the Adil Rasulullah نفسه قد عرف ربه وقد تألم من عرف نفسه فقد عرف ربه وقد تألم. The one who knows himself, he knows his God. When you know yourself, then you will be the divine one that day. And for this Allah says in the Holy Quran, O Mu'min, be Rabbani one. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا ربانيين. رباني what is the meaning of رباني? That's and divine one. That's by the divine what is power from Allah Almighty. And Allah Almighty tells me to read that. Have either shoes or a wing, so that either to fly or to walk on the way of Allah Almighty, this way which of life. To go, and if you have shoes, then you can go sleep the way to walk on the rays of the sun. Anyone walking one way, from which there is this coming. There is rain according to the number of children of Adam coming from the sun. But be the one who is blessed by Allah Almighty to have such feet and shoes that make you to walk on the light. If you walk on the light, you will be to the reality of Allah. Where is the street? Where is the market where they sell such feet and shoes? If we are able to reach quickly, we will buy. We give our soul to buy such feet and shoes to reach to Allah Almighty. And how much Allah Almighty informed Sayyidina Musa, how much you serve me by serving my people, how much you will be closer and closer to be blessed by such food and shoes to reach to me. Serving mankind, people, serving animals, serving all creation of Allah Almighty is serving both to Allah Almighty and being the one quickly to reach to Allah. So inshallah, we say, I reach this maqam which Allah blessed me by serving people, by serving the ummah of Rasulullah. We used to, when I was young, we used to go to search whom needs to be served to serve him. As in time of Rasulullah, there was a very old lady, Sahabiya. She was blind also, and had no one to serve her. And so, in Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, before he takes anything to his house, food or anything, he used to go to this lady, clean the house by himself, and prepare for her the food, feeding her, then going to his house. And Rasulullah was asleep. Who know about this? Sayyidina Umar, get jealous. So next day, once after a while, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq went to this lady. Already he found everything clean, food is prepared, and she was feeding. She told him, I don't know, someone come. Then he realized Sayyidina Umar following him. nowhere, and he was taking this so that he would be advanced in this field of serving. Like this, they used to make their best to serve the nation of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even their spiritual serving cannot be imagined. Of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Uthman, Sayyidina Ali. Cannot be described. And for this Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah made him, create them for him to be ministers in his life, for him and Khalif after him. For the main Khalif of Rasulullah, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Then Sayyidina Umar, Khalif of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Sayyidina Uthman, Khalif of Sayyidina Umar. Sayyidina Ali, Khalif of Sayyidina Uthman. But all of them to Rasulullah one. They will be here with Rasulullah, now they are with Rasulullah, and Yawm al-Qiyamah is Rasulullah, and in Jannah is Rasul made of Rasulullah. Their Jannah not in 8 Jannah, 8 paradises. Their Jannah is over the throne. Their Jannah is uncreated Jannah. It is granted from Allah Almighty, from God, the divine kingdom of Allah Almighty, related to Him. Granted the Jannah to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. One beam of light from the Jannah of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is coming, one beam from a needle, whole of a needle, so small, cannot even anyone recognize it or see it. That's a light. It's coming over 8 paradises, they will be melted, finished with all the people inside them. Like this. The Jannah of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, our Jannah of Rasulullah cannot be described. Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam, he told, Ya Rabb, show me always Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you blessing Abu Bakr as-Siddiq by all means of satisfaction, food from him and good tidings, and he has much more respect in the divine presence of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah from any other one, all creation, even Prophet. How about this Jannah, which is next to Jannah of Rasulullah over here? I like to see Allah Almighty will say, I will show you. Then Allah Almighty blessing him by 600 wings. And every wing from this body to the end of the wing, 500 years of travel. 600 wings like this, Allah blessing him, and he told him, fly, spreading all the wings. All the wings, total spreading. And he was flying, according to, after no time, but according to our time, 12,000 years when she said, and Mawlana, he was traveling 12,000 years until we get tired. He said, I will sit a little bit with the 600 wings between the body and the end of the wing, 500 years. He would take a rest under a shadow of a tree, because the light from Allah Almighty over the Jannah, making the tree to give very nice shadows in every second to second. The shadows taking color, countless and endless color change. he said to rest. Then he said, oh Allah Almighty, I have 1,000 years flying. Not yet finished. He told him, yeah, Jibreel, only you just cross from one tree to another. How about this paradise? And Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq told Grand Shaykh and Mawlana and all Grand Shaykh that it is not only for him, but this Jannah he is sharing to all, making all Grand Shaykh and all their murid. Yawm al-Qiyamah, the successor to be in the Jannah. And so this Grand Shaykh said at the end, every real murid of Naqshbandi way, before passing away, his Shaykh will be, and Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and will give him the bay'ah, real bay'ah, and present him to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. By the presence of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then, after giving the bay'ah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will accept him from Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq by the presence of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then this one will say, when he sees the light of Rasulullah shining, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله. I accept you, my ummah, and to be a Sahaba for me. And he will be blessed as a Sahaba of Rasulullah. And then he will be presented by Rasulullah to the divine presence of Allah Almighty. And what Allah will give with him, no one can interfere, even Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, until Allah finishes all his treatment with this one. Then Rasulullah will be informed what Allah Almighty did with him, how he treated him, badness or goodness, giving him high maqams or warehouses the day of the judgment, how much he is sentenced to make seclusion, how many days, how many years, how many months. Then Rasulullah will be informed, and he will appoint his shaykh to complete him in the grave. While a real murid of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, even he is not completed in this life, but real murid, before passing away from this life, because he wants to pass away, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim will complete him in one brief, will complete him, will finish him, will make for him a complete suluk, seclusion, suluk, years and years, until totally completed and perfected. Then will be present to Sayyidina Abu Bakr, completing him then and presenting him to Rasulullah, Rasulullah completing, presenting him to Allah. And this is what happened with my father. Even my father was, and he loved Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and we know that my father was always busy with his business, not free to sit with Mawlana or to follow Mawlana like this. He was the minister of what we call trade ministry, and so much busy that he loves Mawlana always. And Mawlana was Shaykh Nazim by the order of Grand Shaykh and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He cut his visit to Cyprus and these places because 15th of Shaban, not the 17th of Shaban. And he comes, Mawlana came, noon time, he said, by Maghrib, my father will be passing away and he has to complete it. And so he was, Mawlana reciting Yasin Sharif near my father listening, until reaching Salam Qawlan min Rabbi Rahim, my father. By making like this, That's it. Allah is okay. Then, again, like this, he said, in this period of time, I complete for him a 90 years of seclusion. Until he is dressed by no one yet in this century dressed by this light from Allah Almighty and Rasulullah. It was only perhaps half and a minute. Like this power of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and all this. Don't think they are, as you see them, humans like us. What Allah Almighty endorsing in them, power, godly power, cannot be imagined. Cannot be even enter into mind or balanced by awliya. Awliya cannot tolerate Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. If Mawlana wants to open the realities of Haqqani, the title given from Allah Almighty to him, the title not Sultan of Awliya, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, the Sultan of Awliya, the title given to grandchildren. The title given from Allah Almighty and Rasulullah, Sultan of Haqqani, of Haqqaniyin, all Haqqaniyin, which mean all whom they are under the divine, the attribute and name of al-Haqq, of Allah Almighty. This name and this attribute of Allah Almighty bless the Sultan of it to be Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. And for this he is Haqqani. If he wants to open from the reality of Haqqani of him, Awliya will sentence him to be hanged. They cannot tolerate or can carry the secret which he will give. They will say it is out of Sharia or mind or even Sufi knowledge. They cannot carry this knowledge. Awliya cannot carry this knowledge. How about common people or ulama, they can carry? No. And for this, to keep all this in house, not revealing this kind of knowledge.
You came to the night to see your father pass away. Did he inform you before you came?
No, only from the airport he called. Come and pick me up. I am in the airport. Of course. And in that time, when Shaykh was still around, and in this time, never Mawlana will cut, for any reason, will cut his visit, journey. Never happened. And we asked him, why you cut it? Only for one day. Next day, after his funeral, he left. He said, because I am coming to complete your father for your sake.
And he was trying to your father was in good health.
And
you all were not, it was not, nothing, expecting.
He was not taking any medicine, nothing. He was good. And he was sick. He was around 84 years. All our family, they passed away 84, 85, 86. Only my grandmother, she passed away 106. I'm not feeling going to reach 70.
No, I'm 37.
So from now and I'm finished. Everyone ready to pray Tarawih, Isha? Pray all here because they will be after a while.
Everybody praying for you and Sultan and long life.
Allah give Mawlana long life and all of you, inshallah. And Allah make us to reach drink. I don't finish now. The restaurant of my stomach is closed. I cannot open it. Only if I am dry from medicine, my throat and here will be dry during praying Tarawih. So I take a little bit only to make, lubricate them, to make like oily throat to continue the practice. Alhamdulillah, now my voice is a little bit returned. Daytime, no voice. From the air condition.
But you didn't eat very much.
This, I usually eat less than this. And the one which we eat at breakfast is finished. No more.
The whole time, what food you eat?
No. My body is and one, we were in the line of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, I'm not eating so much. And not every day we eat, only once or twice a week. That's certainly okay. Not to come over.
How do you see coming days?
Inshallah will be prosperous. Because since Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, he is supporting and he wants to be continued, don't look for people in the Zawiyah. These people goes and come. The Naqshbandi way is not depending in this fellow or that fellow. It's coming from time of Rasulullah Yawm al-Qiyamah. How many, like the ones who now in Zawiyah, they come and went of doing all this journey. And Allah will send much better than them. Allah Almighty has awliya, servants, send malaika by the shape of man, time to take over. Don't think it is something that's depending on people, on Zawiyah or this or that. The things which is related to Allah Almighty, not like things related to creation, to mankind. No. And for this, Allah wants something, no one can interfere or stop it. How much they will do their best to finish it, they are not able. Because Mawlana put it in his hand. And how much Mawlana he has one to take care for the Zawiyah, he will bring from right people to look after the Zawiyah. And doesn't care. Like this Awliya. They are not depending on this or that or this or that. No. Everyone thinks that is important, but really no one is important. The important one is Allah Almighty. And for this, Mawlana, he can make anything from nothing. Because إن كيد الشيطان كان ضعيفا. Shaitan always weak. How much he tries to finish anything for Allah Almighty, but he is not still now successful in anything. You will see every year more and more the Ummah of Rasulullah coming bigger and bigger. More and more people coming to Islam, young ones, even the old generation, all far away from Islam. Allah brings now new generation, all they want Islam. All they want awliya, they want spiritual teaching. Allah, no one can challenge him. And like this, Allah blessing, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to awliya to Mawlana, they can bring from ghaib, unseen work, awliya, and to take care for the Zawiyah and to continue Islam, not depending on anyone. They say, tawakkaltu ala Allah. And if Allah Almighty wants to finish something, how much so important, for example, carrying the thing and keeping, Allah will take from their hand and finish. So no one to interfere in programming of Allah Almighty. Even awliya don't interfere. ذرهم يأكلوا ويلعبوا ويلههم الأمل. Allah Almighty saying in the Holy Quran, "O my beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, leave them to play and to eat like animals, and only they are hoping for goodness from me, only hoping, but never they are going to get any hope be fulfilled for them. They are hoping, not I am promising them. Allah has promised something and you hope that is something else. Everyone is hoping, and this hoping is from Mithal of Shaitan, never from Allah Almighty. Allah Almighty, when He wants to give someone, He promises. Then one promise finished, must be everything. Until He wants to promise, then no one to play with. Let us pray. We want to sleep now. 1 hour now sitting. Now 9:30. We say 8:30 we'll pray. Dr. Hasni ran away. Now he's sleeping. And we are sleeping. 9:30 now, is not? 9:15. Late. Allah will pray Isha and everyone go and rest. All tired. All day not resting. Morning we will sleep. Now we will rest. Yes, never the ocean of Mawlana finish. If we are going to sit like this till morning and never finish, tomorrow never finish, after tomorrow never finish. If all oceans, ink and trees expand, they will be dry and never finish. So better to pray, finish the Taraweeh, before the Malaika run away of Taraweeh also. They want to have leave. Not going to wait for us for all night.